Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Mauricio Umansky is turning into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills best villain. The Real Housewives husbands are hit or miss. We have loved seeing some of them on our screens, whether it be Ken Todd with the dog always in hand, Terry DeBrow, and his charismatic personality, or Greg Leakes, who worshipped the ground Nene Leakes walked on. However, some of them have created trails of destruction and scandal, which the housewives already do enough of. Mauricio Umansky, Kyle Richards' husband on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, has been on every Bravo fan's best husbands list. He is funny, driven, and charming, and his relationship with his wife and his family was heartwarming to watch. Through various messy divorces and cheating scandals, Kyle and Mauricio were the Bravo couple that stood the test of time. However, in October 2023, everything changed. The two announced they were separating after 27 years of marriage. Although the pair aren't officially divorced, Season 14 was the first season of RHOBH. Mauricio wasn't Kyle's husband. We saw Mauricio go from husband of the year to the #1 villain on the show, and he's not even a housewife. Mauricio has been caught doing a number of shady things since his separation from Kyle, which made fans question what kind of husband Mao was all along. The first, and probably the most shady thing he did, was replace a photo in his office of him and Kyle with one of him and his dancing with the star's partner Emma Slater. Jennifer Tilly hopped on the Mao hater train, saying, "That is shots fired. That is deliberate. That's like a passive-aggressive thing, 'cause he's got to know that she is going to walk into his office at some point and see that and get some sort of message. That is very cold-blooded and harsh, especially since there was some sort of kerfuffle about the dance partner." Jennifer is right. There were rumors swirling around the internet about Mao's potential romantic relationship with Emma, after the two were pictured holding hands. To replace a picture of them with her in his office is truly villain behavior. The second shady thing Mao did this season on RHOBH was being pictured by paparazzi kissing a woman at the Mykonos airport. The ladies questioned how the paparazzi were even there, notably Sutton Strack, who said that someone must have purposely called the paparazzi. Sutton was inferring that either the woman or Mao intentionally called the paparazzi to snap some pics, which they knew were going to be plastered all over the internet. Regardless of if the woman called the press or Mao, either way, it's not okay. Photos like that not only hurt Kyle, but their entire family. This season, we saw a completely different side of Mao, which makes fans wonder if he wasn't the husband we thought he was all along. Mao's fidelity has been in question for years. Although no specific stories have been leaked, housewives have dropped hints during multiple reunions that there are rumors Mao may have been cheating for quite some time. During the Season 13 reunion, Andy Cohen asked Kyle point-blank why they separated, to which she answered, "There were things that happened that made her lose her trust." That sounds an awful lot like infidelity to me. Then during a confessional this season, Sutton stated Kyle had infidelity in her marriage. A producer then asked Sutton if she was referring to Mauricio's Instagram activity, to which she said no. "I always have a problem with things slipping out of my mouth. There's definitely something going on that the RHOBH cast is being tight-lipped about." However, looking at Mao's reckless behavior now, I wouldn't be surprised if he had been cheating on Kyle all along. Somehow, through all of this, Kyle continues to defend Mao. She let Mao skate by with a sheepish apology for the paparazzi incident. Same on the after show. He apologized, and he felt horrible. And he got a tongue lashing from the 4 other Kyles. In regard to the cheating rumors, Kyle continued to avoid the topic during the Season 14 reunion, saying, "Not everything in our lives is up for grabs, and I'm not here to talk bad about Mao. I don't want to talk bad about the father of my children. I just don't." While Mao is out partying with young models and living his best single life, Kyle is working to cover up his PR disasters. She's simply waiting for him to call the shots and not taking her life into her own hands. She's still secretive about her relationship with Morgan Wade, and hasn't been able to move on in the same way he has. The last thing I expected for this season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was for fan favorite Bravo husband Mauricio Umansky to become the show's best villain. Between his shady behavior this season, ongoing cheating rumors, and the fact that Kyle continues to defend him and clean up his press nightmare. Once celebrated as the suave, charming husband of Kyle Richards on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, has gradually transformed into one of the most compelling and controversial figures in the show's history. While the series has introduced its fair share of villains, none have blended ambition, charisma, and moral ambiguity quite like Umansky. His evolution from a supportive spouse to a central figure embroiled in scandals and legal battles has captivated audiences, making him a standout character in the RHOBH universe. The rise of Mauricio Umansky. Mauricio's initial portrayal on RHOBH was that of a successful real estate mogul and a loving husband. His business acumen and affable personality made him a fan favorite, and his appearances often served as a grounding presence amidst the drama of the housewives. However, as the seasons progressed, glimpses into his professional life began to reveal a more complex character. Legal troubles and allegations. In 2019, Mauricio found himself at the center of a legal storm when he was sued for $35 million over the sale of a Malibu mansion. The lawsuit alleged that he had misled a prospective buyer by not presenting a higher offer, which he later accepted from another party with whom he had a prior relationship. The buyer claimed that this action deprived him of a lucrative investment opportunity. Mauricio denied the allegations, stating that they were false and that he was confident the matter would be resolved in his favor. This legal battle was not an isolated incident. Over the years, Mauricio faced multiple lawsuits related to his real estate dealings, including accusations of fraud and misconduct. These controversies painted a picture of a man willing to bend the rules to achieve success, further complicating his public image. Family feuds and public fallout. Mauricio's personal life also began to mirror the drama typically reserved for the housewives. In 2023, he and Kyle Richards announced their separation after 27 years of marriage. The news sent shockwaves through the RHOBH fanbase, as the couple had long been seen as the epitome of a Hollywood power duo. The separation was reportedly considered for several years before becoming public, and the emotional toll was evident during the reunion episodes, where Kyle admitted that the persistent rumors of infidelity had chipped away at her confidence and trust in their marriage. Adding fuel to the fire, Mauricio's strained relationship with his brother-in-law, Rick Hilton, came to light during the second season of Buying Beverly Hills. In a candid moment, Mauricio criticized Rick for not making him a partner in the family real estate business, Hilton and Helland, which led to his departure and the founding of his own company, the agency. This public airing of family grievances further complicated his image, portraying him as someone willing to air dirty laundry for personal gain. On-screen behavior and public perception. Mauricio's on-screen behavior also contributed to his evolving persona. In one notable incident, he was criticized for laughing at a comment made by Erica Jane about Garcelle Beauvais' son during a birthday party. The comment was widely regarded as inappropriate, and Mauricio's reaction was seen as dismissive. He later apologized, acknowledging that he had not seen the incident unfold in real time and expressing regret for his response. This moment highlighted a growing disconnect between his public persona and the expectations of the audience. The villainous transformation. Mauricio's journey from a beloved supporting character to a central, controversial figure mirrors the classic narrative arc of a villain. His ambition, legal entanglements, family disputes, and questionable on-screen behavior have combined to create a multifaceted character that audiences can't help but watch. Unlike traditional villains who rely solely on antagonism, Mauricio's charm and charisma make his descent into moral ambiguity all the more compelling. His transformation challenges the audience's perceptions of loyalty, ethics, and the price of success, Is he a misunderstood businessman navigating a cutthroat industry? Or is he a man whose ambition has led him down a darker path? This ambiguity adds depth to his character, making him one of the most intriguing figures in the RHOBH universe. Conclusion: Mauricio Umansky's evolution into a central, controversial figure on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has been nothing short of remarkable. His journey reflects the complexities of ambition, family, and public perception in the world of reality television. As the series continues, audiences will undoubtedly remain captivated by his story, eagerly awaiting the next chapter in the saga of Mauricio Umansky.